Hello, I'm Dan Toppy and welcome back to Bootcamp, a series where I give you quick and simple tutorials that will help you make big improvements in your games on Call of Duty World War II. Just yesterday, the brand new Division Resistance came out, and today I wanted to give a quick explanation of the Division and give you some tips on how to use it the best. The Resistance Division is a very close quarters division and also works great when you're trying to do pistol only games and when you're trying to earn gold and diamond camos on your pistols. This is mostly because of the division skills and division trainings you get with it, and the division skill with Resistance is Pistol Tactical Knife. This means that whilst using a pistol with this division, you'll also be holding a knife in your other hand. For your second division training, you get to scramble nearby enemy minimaps. What this does is it puts a static overlay onto the minimap, so it covers it up quite a lot. You can still make out a little bit of the minimap, but mostly it's really hard to read for the enemies when they are close to you. In training 3, you get an additional pistol attachment and you get to swap weapons faster. This works really well when you are trying to have those pistol only games. And in training 4, which is probably the best division training you get with this division, you get the minimap indicator in direction of close enemies. What this does is it puts a little red radar spike onto your minimap to show you which direction the enemies are coming from when they're pretty close to you. This is really useful if it is quite loud and you can't really use your hearing very well to hear the enemies coming up behind you, and it also works through walls, so if there is a player in a room next door to you, it will show you where they are through the wall. Division Training 4 and Division Training 2 work together really well, because Division Training 2 will scramble the enemy's minimaps, and Training 4 will show you where they are on yours. As with all the other divisions, when you prestige it, you do unlock some extra stuff, and with the Resistance Division, you unlock the 9mm SAP pistol, which is on the screen now, and you also unlock the Shifty basic training. This basic training gives you another additional pistol attachment, so you could be running 3 pistol attachments at the same time, and it'll also give you unlimited pistol ammo, and if you're using it with a primary weapon, so not just on its own, every time you switch to it, it'll be fully reloaded. So that is what you get as part of the Resistance Division. Now I'm going to move on to some of my best tips for how to use it the best. First off, you want to be using this division mostly on close quarter maps and close quarter game modes, so I'd say you want to be using it in hardpoint or free for all mostly. I completed this in hardpoint. I think I did it in about 15 games. I got it up to the first prestige so that I could unlock the new pistol and the basic training before I did this video. But it works really well because sometimes if there is a lot of explosions going on, you might not be able to see very well or be able to hear footsteps very well, so those indicators you get on your minimap are very useful as it does point you in the direction of the enemy, and also the enemies won't be able to see you on their minimap. It does get a bit more difficult when it is 2 level 4 resistance players coming up against each other because you both have the same trainings, so they both cancel each other out. But as the Resistance Division scrambles your minimap, you'll know from about 3 meters away that there's a Resistance player coming towards you. The most useful map that I found to use the Division on was on Flat Cannon, because the lanes so close together that you get a lot of the indications through walls, so you do know if a player's trying to flank right behind you and you can face that direction before they get to you. Like I said, if you are trying to do a pistol only challenge or earn the golden camo or the diamond pistols, then you do want to be using this division because all the extra attachments and unlimited ammo does make it a lot easier. And I will be doing both a going for gold for the 9mm SAP and I'll also be doing a best pistol only class setup in the future. Next up, you want to make sure that you are prestiging this division. Even if you don't really want to play with the division, you want to be prestiging it, just because I think that the 9mm SAP pistol is probably the best one in the game at the moment. If the developers decide that it is a little bit overpowered, they might nerf it in the future, but currently when I made this video, it is one of the best pistols in the game, as it's so reliable, really accurate, and is really good at long range. Next, you want to be making use of the tactical knife wherever possible. It's really quick, and you also have quite a long reach with it, and it's a really easy kill if you do hit it. So whenever you get caught in a really close quarter situation with your pistol out, you want to try and go for the knife if you can. And finally, my 3 best basic trainings to use with this division. First, you of course got Shifty, because when you are trying to go for pistol onlys, you want to be using Shifty just so you get that additional pistol attachment and your unlimited ammo. I wouldn't say you really wanted to be using this if you were trying to play with a normal primary weapon. You only really want to be using this if you are playing pistol only, because everything else in it isn't really going to help you when using a primary weapon, because it's all aimed towards using pistol and you'd be a lot better off using other basic trainings. The next basic training I recommend using, and the one which I used to get the Resistance Division up to Prestige 1, is Primed. That's just because you get an extra attachment on your primary weapon, so you can make the most of it and get as many kills as possible whilst detecting enemies around you and making sure the other ones who aren't playing as Resistance can't use the minimaps when you're near them. Having the extra information over the other players makes it really easy to run around and get lots of kills really easily. Whilst I was completing it, I had loads of 50 and 60 plus games on hardpoint, so having the extra information really helps you to hunt down the players and stay alive longer. And the final basic training I'd recommend that you try out is Inconspicuous. This is because it'll reduce the sound of your footsteps when you are running around. So anyone who isn't playing on the Resistance Division and has a headset, even though the minimap will be scrambled so they will know you're there, they won't be able to hear where you're coming from, so they won't be able to turn around and kill you as easily. It basically just makes you as undetectable as possible, and it's something that I recommend if you were playing something like S&D, because it'd be really useful to get the indication through the wall so you know where the enemy player is, and then sneak around and get the kill without them knowing. So that's everything you need to know are my best tips for the Resistance Division. If this video has been helpful, please make sure you leave it a like, subscribe to see more videos like this, and tell me in the comments below what you think of the brand new division. Personally, I really like it, but I don't think it will be replacing my Airborne division anytime soon. Like I said, I will be covering the 9mm SAP pistol and going for gold, and I'll also be doing a pistol only best class setup, so if you want to see them, make sure you subscribe in for that. And also check out the playlist at the end for lots more videos like this one. But I hope this has been helpful. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.